Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Stevie Boots. We're going to be looking into a game called Surviving Mars. This game for a short while was free on Epic Games by the developer of Hey Mimond Games. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Publisher is Paradox Interactive. So this is a little bit of an indie survival and I really like playing these games and want to see what I can do with it. So for now we're going to start by getting into a bit of a tutorial so that we can learn what the game is about, and it's currently going for about $12 on Epic Games, and I'm not too sure how much more it will be at a later stage. There are a couple of expansions, but I'm really just trying to get into the game first before I look into them, but if I do, I will definitely look into that. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at the tutorial over here. Straight into the basics. We'll see how long this video actually goes on for, because I want to keep it
Welcome to
maybe,
Mars.
thank you. I want to keep it about 10 minutes of video depending on how long each stage goes through, but we'll see. Let's get into it. So welcome to Mars. In this training exercise, you will learn how to gather basic resources from the Martian surface, how to construct a small base, and how to refuel the rocket in order to send it back to Earth. Let's get started. Okay, the effect achievements are disabled during all
Hints, such as this
tutorials.
one, will appear throughout the training process, giving useful information on how to advance in your current tasks.
Please dismiss this and continue.
You need
Sure.
to master the camera controls and familiarize yourself with the terrain around the prospective colony site.
Okay. Zoom in towards the suggested landing site. So I'm just gonna click on it. Okay, I can't. So we'll go out of here. Zoom into this one. We can hold down middle mouse to move around.
Now it's time to land your first rocket.
Proceed by selecting the pinned icon representing the rocket that is currently in orbit around Mars. Okay, so we're orbiting at the moment. So
With the
ready
rocket
to
selected,
land.
designate a landing site on the indicated location.
I'm guessing I have to go here for now. Oh, there we come in. That's awesome. Kind of looks like an orca, killer whale. Interesting. Oh, you can zoom in quite far. Interesting. What's next? And then order it to land. Okay, so that's been
And we
done.
have touchdown. The rocket has landed on Mars.
It carries drones, remotely controlled robots, which constitute your construction and resources gathering workforce. Gathering basic resources for building construction is one of the first things our Martian base needs. Place a metals deposit so that drones can begin automatically bringing metals from the scattered surface deposits nearby. Okay, so how do we do this? Open with right click, then follow the arrows. Storage, deposits, metal deposit. Well, assuming closer to the rocket is better. Okay, space pause, plus key, increase, decrease with minus. Accelerate the game speed, sure. Okay, so I'm guessing these are the little drones that do our mining. Interesting.
Our rocket carries valuable resources that will be essential for the construction and maintenance of the colony. Initially, it's best to designate a universal depot, so the drones have a place to store them.
Place a universal depot, so I'm guessing that's in the same building place. I'll put it next to this for now.
Along with metals, concrete is the other vital basic construction resource.
The concrete extractor building must be placed over or within proximity over or within proximity of the concrete deposit. From the build menu, okay, so that's also a building. Ah, here we go. Over or within? Okay.
Well done.
Put it about there.
Now observe how the drones will carry all the resources to the site, and then construct the concrete extractor.
Remember, the construction will finish more quickly on the fastest game speed. Okay, well, let's speed it up a bit then. Okay, so they're putting the materials into the building. What does construction look like? Okay. It's quite neat.
Like most buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate. Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony.
Stirling generators are excellent power sources, but they are too complex to be built on Mars during the early stages of our colonization effort. That is why we ship them from the Earth partially assembled in prefabs. Prefabs do not require any resources, only drones to unpack and assemble. We've provided you with a Stirling generator prefab. Oh, that's convenient. Let me slow this down a bit and put our power in. Probably just somewhere here. Okay. So our drones have
Connect
them
the Stirling
already.
generator and the concrete extractor using a power cable from the build menu to power up the extractor.
Sounds easy enough. Power cable. Do I need to put it underneath? No, blocking. So from there to there? Yeah, okay. It's pretty simple. I'm guessing these little cables is exactly what provides the power.
Waste rock is a byproduct of all extractors and is best stored at designated locations. This way you can ensure that it will not be in the way of future construction.
The amount of waste rock per resource extracted depends on the grade of the resource deposit. You can select a resource deposit to view its grade and the amount of resources remaining in it. Okay. So I guess for now we put a concrete deposit. Let's have it fairly close to the extractor. And then they'll want a dumping site, so let's keep the dump away from our resources.
Drones will pick pending tasks on their own within the range of the drone controllers they are assigned to.
Currently all drones are assigned to the rocket. When the rocket is selected, the work range of all drones assigned to it will be visualized. If the rocket takes off, however, all these drones will need another controller. Okay. I need to build a drone hub near the rocket, and I guess power it up too. It's going dark. Of course, we're on a planet, right? Wow. It's really nice that
Drones
you
run
can.
on batteries that have to be recharged periodically.
Every drone hub has 2 recharge stations built in, but you might need additional ones as the colony spreads out. Constructing restart stations, especially along the grass areas with heavy drone activity, will prove vital for maintaining an efficient workforce. Okay. So we need a recharge station. Let's put it pretty much by the power line. Makes sense to do so.
Maintaining a steady supply chain between Earth and Mars is essential, especially during the early colonization stages.
Every rocket has enough fuel for one-way trip to Mars and has to be refueled on-site so it can return to Earth and be reused. Fuel is produced in a fuel refinery. To set up the production chain, we will also need water. Okay, so moisture evaporator. Okay, that's interesting. So let's put that over here. I want the power to be as close as possible. Okay, well they're both going at it, so I need a fuel refinery. And it said we can rotate, so let me place this over here.
We don't have sufficient power for all the buildings in the colony.
Luckily we have an extra Stirling generator prefab we could use. Ha! Convenient. So I'll place that right next to this one.
A system of pipes is used to deliver resources such as water and air where they are needed.
Okay. Pipes. Ah. So apparently this is running the grid system. Let's see if we can go down here and then to there. That should work fine.
Fuel production is now underway, and the drones will begin to deliver the fuel to the rocket.
Okay, so fuel refinery and moisture. Water creates fuel. Hydrogen, of course. I really like the animations of everything. It's really cleaned up. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to refuel, and then we're sending the rocket back home. Ah, and we can launch. There we go. Back into the outer atmosphere. And away it goes.
Congratulations. You have finished the first tutorial.
Oh, wonderful. So that was the introduction to surviving Mars. Hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, of course, I'll be doing the second tutorial, which is rovers and exploration and research. 3 parts to it. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions as I'm going along, maybe turning the music down a bit, I'll listen to the audio later. But thank you so much once again. Goodbye.